firstly, Donal, it's great to have you. Starting with, like, it has been like more than 6 years for your journey, and like in between that, you have done so many things, like South movies, reality shows, web shows. How do you see this journey?
6 years, I think it was wonderful, and I'm so fortunate that people have accepted me and they have loved me, and they want to see me more and more in the projects. I'm really fortunate and happy about it.
And when was the first thought that came in your mind that like I need to explore this industry? I want to work. I want to act.
That was the first time when I was in Delhi and I was working, and I was not satisfied. Somewhere, inside me was not satisfied. What I was doing. I think I did my college where other people were doing film studies. I did my mass communication, and people used to call me for their music videos, for their short films, and that time I didn't know whether I want to become an actor. I used to enjoy the process, the work of it, and I had done a lot of in my college. So I later on realized when I started working what I wanted to become, I became. And I realized that this is not satisfying me, and I really need to. I was used to like what I was doing earlier in my college, and that was which I used to think was okay. I'm doing because they are asking me to do, but I later on realized that actually I love doing that. I love being on screen. I love acting. I love becoming the character. So then that shift in my head firstly started, and later on I convinced my parents that I want to come to Mumbai and finally, start giving auditions. And here I am now. It's been 6 years to that.
And tell us something about your first audition. What, when, from where did you got the first audition?
First audition happened. That was सिया के राम के लिए मुझे I was somebody actually spotted me and they were like, you look like Sita, and we want to cast you as Sita. I was like, okay, do you want to act? मैंने कहा, yes, I really want. I have come here to give auditions only, and I said, and I went there. I gave सिया के राम के लिए audition, and that was very difficult that time because that was my first audition, and as you know माइथो में किस तरीके का language होता है, and then because of that audition I think I got a lot. It became like a web. Just from one audition I got 10 more auditions. I think they liked me what I did, and from 10 more auditions I got more 20, so it became like a web, and finally I was casted in Balaji's show, that was Kalash, and then there was no looking back. Then I did Ek Divana Tha, Roop, Dil To Happy Hai Ji.
And talking about the South movies, then OTT, then reality, and then there are so many projects that you have done.
Yes, yes.
Which is the one thing that you really enjoyed the most?
I enjoyed the most Zakham, definitely. I just shot it, and that thing is still, that character still remains inside you, and it was a beautiful journey. The character which I'm playing is of Kavya now, like everybody knows through my Instagram. I've posted I'm playing Kavya. That character is very meaningful, and there has shades to it, so I loved playing that. And definitely the South film, because of the language that was very challenging. Telugu I didn't know, so I learned Telugu, and when I went on set, delivered my lines, and then people came to me and started talking in Telugu. I was like, I used to reciprocate as I understood that, because I tried to understand, but people thought that I am Telugu, and because I was fluent in whatever I was speaking. So that was quite a nice experience there as well.
So how you have taken that challenge? Like, was it difficult for you in the initial stage?
Yes, it was difficult. When I went there for the first meeting, I used to stare at their faces because I was not understanding what they are saying, and people were like, "Why this girl is staring at us?" I want to understand. Then they, understood that I want to understand their language, and that enthu was there. And I think before every shot I used to go to my director, make my AD sit and thorough with my lines. And before all the schedules, there were like 6 schedules. Before every schedule I used to take one day to rehearse all the lines what I was going to shoot. So it was, the process was very beautiful, the making of the character was really beautiful.
And which South actor you would love to work in future and why?
Oh, now as the South industry is booming beautifully, and we guys are making their remakes, I would love to act with obviously Vijay Deverakonda, um, Prabhas, Allu Arjun. I really liked him. Yeah, Pushpa was amazing film. Yeah.
And talking about your first show with Balaji, what was your parents' reaction? Because doing a work with Balaji is a big thing for any actress.
Yes, yes. That was not, I think, that big for them because my character, I was a parallel lead. I was not the lead of this show. Um, but what happens when I was selected, and the person who selected me was there in front of me. He told me that, Donal, it's such a good omen that you starting your life with Balaji, and people don't get work easily. You must have done something good and to deserve this. And you're starting not with any character, you're starting with a parallel lead. Even if it's not lead, there is a way to go ahead. I was like, okay, these were the words which will always be in my head, and to encourage me and see something in me, that I accepted it and I did that. But my parents really got happy when I did Ek Divana Tha, because it was all over on me. I used to do Chitrahar before that, and for half an hour I used to be there on screen. So my mother used to cry seeing this Kalash, because मैं पूरे एपिसोड में एक सीन के लिए या 2 सीन के लिए आती थी. The show was not on me, So, but I promised my mother that next show that will be lead. Don't worry about that. So I did the lead the next show. So they were happy about that. Then there is no looking back.
Then
Yeah.
struggle on, then moved to Delhi. Now in Mumbai, you need lots of mental health. And in fact, in the lockdown, you had one show about it. Tell us something about your mental health. How do you deal with it?
I am a little kind of a psychologist, I would say. If I would not have been an actor, I would have been a psychologist. I used to get, I used to top my class in psychology also. So I have this bend of mind, why it is happening, why I want to know, the backstory of the person, why this person is like this now. So at my home, when bhai, behan, mom, dad, whatever they are saying, I join the dots and understand the person more. Whosoever it started with home. Everything starts from home. Then when I'm out now, so I meet people, I understand the person more because I have this bend of mind. So that is why at the time of lockdown, I realized that people were, there were so many mishaps happening, and there were so many sadness, so much of sadness there around. So I thought, why not? People were irritated and all that. So I started this initiative called Open Up to Donal, where I used to tell them how to cope up with the problems which they have in their life. And I'm really happy that people were so excited. And I remember every night there was this happened for a week, every day, 7 days, and I used to answer, I think, 100 questions a day. 100 questions a night. For me, it became my responsibility, because I've taken it up to help people, and it was my responsibility. I never used to sleep till 4 or 5 in the night. I used to just answer them, everybody. So I think I've gained a lot of love from that thing which I tried doing. Helping, I love helping people. I think that's in my nature.
In future, would you like to open some show, any show about the mental health?
I would like to do it, I would like to meet people, the social service thing. I would want to open an NGO sort of a thing, for orphanage and all that. That's there. That's in the pipeline. I have planned my life, what I want to do exactly. So that's there. जब हम उस stage पे आएंगे तब हम वैसी बातें करेंगे ज़रूर.
Yes, yes.
I'm
And
here.
now let's talk about the reality show Bigg Boss that you have done under the camera 24 hours. People are
Yeah.
watching you. When did you decide like you need to do a reality show like Bigg Boss?
I never actually decided, or I was never eagerly wanting to do Bigg Boss. It just happened because every year they used to come to me that up Bigg Boss kar lijiye, because I think people wanted to see me how I am in my personal life. So that became really nice for me because people now know how exactly the person I am, and they've started loving me more and more because of my personality, and that became a plus point after Bigg Boss, I think.
And what was your parents' reaction? Because they are the one who like.
They didn't want me to go.
Yeah.
Never. When I came out, they were the most happiest. My mother was, thank God you came out. It was not your place. It was not. I also accept that. But experience, I love experiencing things, and you grow from all the experience. And I'm really happy that I was a part of it, and people, the world could see the real Donal.
And how things have changed, how social media has changed, because whenever you do a Bigg Boss, the one thing is like social media changed completely. People starts with you, we can see all the paps coming up, they're clicking your pictures, taking bites.
Yeah.
What would you say about it?
I think Paps have also started loving me. They see, Paps see Bigg Boss, है ना? You all see. So you all have come to me and said that you were really nice, Donal. We loved you in Bigg Boss. So I think that love has grown more and more.
And what do you want to say about the nomination task? Because I personally feel that it was like injustice where the contestant need to decide. And even while I was watching 24 hours, I saw the tears in your eyes after Jay Bhanushali took your name. कुछ बताना चाहोगे उस मोमेंट में क्या कुछ हुआ था विधि you?
I think it's whatever was there, that was real me. You could see, camera से तो कुछ भी नहीं छुपता. But I think now it's done and dusted. Now we should talk more about what I am doing now after that, because that's the real work which I'm doing. The shows, the web shows which are coming up, the South film which is coming. That's the real work, I would say.
And what do you think Tejasswi was like a fair winner apart from Karan, Pratik? Would you like to comment on that?
I have no comments now. I think I'm done and dusted with Bigg Boss.
Okay, so now when we see the social media and when we see the articles coming up, you also to clarify about Abhishek Bajaj.
No questions about person. Cut it. I've told you.
No, I'm just asking.
Cut it. नहीं.
Okay,
No,
so what do you want to say about Salman Khan? Sharing a screen with Salman Khan is a big thing for any girl.
Oh
क्या कुछ
yes.
कहना चाहोगे? काफी सारी तस्वीरें आई थी बिग बॉस के फाइनल के दिन आपकी और
Yes.
सलमान सर की तस्वीरें काफी वायरल हुई उसके बारे में क्या
Yes.
कुछ कहना चाहोगे?
I think Salman ji has always encouraged me. He has always loved me. Yes. So I think Salman ji has always encouraged me. He has always loved me. I remember standing with him on stage when he introduced me to the world, and that sense of he's such a good human, I would say. And the last day, the finale day also, he told me that Donal, you are the most genuine person I've ever met. So those words were, I don't know that has been shown on camera or not. He said on stage, I was sitting. So I think those words are of really kind words, and at this stage where Salman ji is, he observes people, he has better observation of people, I would say. And I'm really fortunate that I've met him, and being loved with the person who everybody loves,
Yes.
that's such a blessing.
And the best thing about Salman Khan that you feel?
He's a genuine person. He's a very genuine
And
person.
one thing that you have learned from him.
Always keep working, always be humble.
And talking about the journey, like because के बाद रियलिटी शोज को किस तरह देखते हो? कोई ऐसा रियलिटी शो जो आप करना पसंद करते हो?
नहीं,
आने
for
वाले समय
me,
में?
reality shows are just in between things. They are not my work. My acting is my work. So I would like.
Recently, your Boot series also came out. What would you like to say about it? Tell us something about the response.
Oh, it was lovely. I'm really happy. हम लोगों ने वो लॉकडाउन में शूट किया था एंड जहाँ पे जिस टाइम कुछ भी शूट नहीं हो रहा था, everybody was inside their homes and we were there. I think we are one of those fortunate people who were working the time of lockdown, and now it has been released on Voot, and I'm really happy about it.
And what do you want to say about the role? The people who have not seen you in that series,
You-
tell us something about your role.
Tamanna, I'm playing. She's a soft girl, yet very strong. She is a wife of a cop, SSP, and after marriage, how her life turns 360 degree, but she manages to, she manages to help her husband, and keeps the family intact. So that's the kind of a girl Tamanna is.
And after 2 days, your new song is going to also come.
Dhola.
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 Tell us something about it.
Oh, we shot that in Punjab, Chandigarh. And it's a very beautiful song. It's a soft song, and Punjabi songs normally आपको soft नहीं सुनाई देता, वो एकदम ढिंचैक songs. So this is one of the very beautiful song which we shot, and I'm so waiting for 25th to come and people to sing my song.
Okay, so apart from that, any upcoming project from your side?
Zakham is coming up, and Zakham आ रहा है. It's an MX original series which will be coming on MX Player. हम लोगों ने shooting complete कर ली है और post में है, and it is gonna be a really nice show, and I love shooting for that.
And any show like you would love to do, any project you would love to do in future?
I really want to do some action यार. लड़कियों को action इतना ज़्यादा यहाँ पे करवाते नहीं है और they don't think about it. I think I would love to do some action. Yeah.
Who would you love to see and like inspire for anyone for action heroine?
I loved Mulan यार. मुझे मुलान बहुत पसंद थी. Obviously Angelina Jolie, Wanted. Oh, that's an amazing film. So something like that I really want to do.
Okay, so lastly, जाते जाते कोई any short message would you love to give?
Thank you so much for loving me always, and for my projects. Keep giving love, and thank you.
Thank you.